What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, if you watched our video over the weekend, you'd know that not only is Deadpool and Wolverine headed for the best rated R opening of all time, it's headed for one of the best openings period of all time, squarely going to land in the top 10. That's if the tracking is right, and by all accounts, the sources are saying the tracking is conservative. Well, breaking late last night, early this morning, Deadpool and Wolverine scored another huge win. When Deadline broke the article, Deadpool and Wolverine lands China day and date release, a first time for the Merc with the Mouth. We're going to talk about what the article says and what this ultimately means for Deadpool and Wolverine's opening weekend, and bottom line, if it wasn't going to hit $1 billion before, it surely is going to now. We're breaking it all down, the latest report for Deadpool and Wolverine, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with Deadpool and Wolverine's release. Again, all you gotta do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so again, this broke super late last night, super early this morning at Deadline. This is what they had to say, quote, China's Film Bureau has approved a July 26th release for Disney and Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine, arguably one of the most anticipated movies of the year globally. Marvel's Weibo account announced the dating this morning, Beijing time, which Disney has confirmed. The release is day and date with the US and marks the first time the Merc with the Mouth is going to China in step with the rest of the world. Deadpool 1 did not get a release in China, while Deadpool 2, completely refashioned as Once Upon a Deadpool with new scenes to create a PG-13 version, was released there in early 2019, many months after the original DP2 had had its run elsewhere. It went on to do about $40 million in the market at today's rates. Now, as far as the version released in China, this is what they had to say, quote, Disney and Marvel were not specific on cuts, but we understand the trims made to the Shawn Levy-directed Deadpool and Wolverine are minimal and due to violence, blood and gore, and language. We also hear that no cuts were made that impact the integrity of the storytelling, and that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman's star remains authentic to the Deadpool spirit, unlike Once Upon a Time in Deadpool, which, if you guys don't remember, was a completely reworked version of the story, watered down. It really wasn't the same film. Now we're hearing not only did it get a day-and-date release, it essentially is the same movie. They also went on to point, though, that this is not a guarantee it's going to absolutely pad the numbers, because Hollywood films, quote, have been struggling at the Chinese box office, and although 5 of the last 6 Marvel movies have been released in China, obviously there were struggles with the Marvels and the Quantumania box office, so this isn't going to change the number completely, and while it's tracking to do between 200 and 239 million domestically, which again is a conservative estimate by most places that are tracking this, you can maybe expect it to add a fourth of those numbers. The point being, though, that without the China box office, there's a huge chunk of change that they end up leaving on the table, and in the past, especially with Deadpool and Wolverine, but some Marvel movies, they don't get to come out on that opening weekend and really make a huge boom. They have to wait until weeks later, then put out some watered down version of the movie. That apparently is not what's happening here, and so for a movie like Deadpool and Wolverine, that again, was already tracking into one of the best domestic openings of all time, and of course the best opening for a rated R film, feels like it's getting yet another bump in internationally because it's going to be able to hit that Chinese market and at the exact same time. Now, ultimately, this is great news for Deadpool and Wolverine, and as I said in my other video, Marvel Studios had a good reason to be confident in this film, not only reaching the bottom line and box office that they would have hoped in lieu of not putting out any other Marvel movies, they're running out some of their most popular IP in Deadpool and Wolverine from the publishing and comics. There are going to be a lot of people who go see this film in theaters who haven't been to see a Marvel movie in quite a long time, and people who watch this channel, we're not really included. We're all the diehards in the fandom. We go see every Marvel movie in the theaters and multiple times, and even when people are hemming and hawing and complaining and trying to find the negative side of things, usually that's not what the community here at the channel, that's not what I want to focus on. But I do know from just talking to friends and family that there are some people like my brother who are fans of Marvel and have seen Marvel movies in theaters in the past, but just have an extremely busy life, and unless there's really a reason to go, there have been Marvel movies over the last 2 or 3 years they haven't made the time to go see. I'm not sure he saw any of the movies that released last year, Guardians, Quantumania, or the Marvels. But you better believe he already has his tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine. It doesn't make him any less of a Marvel fan, but it does mean that there are a ton of people who sit on the sidelines for a lot of these box offices, at least recently, who are going to make their way back to the theater for this film, and that's why Marvel Studios was so confident making this the only movie this year, knowing that not only would it be a critical and fan masterpiece, would it actually succeed in being a great movie, but it would go ahead and make up for the bottom line they're losing by not putting out any other movies this year. Now you throw China in the mix and it just makes that number even bigger. But you guys let me know down below how you feel about all of this, and are there some of you here at the channel who maybe skipped one or two of the Marvel releases last year just knowing you'd see it on Disney Plus, but you too are also going to see Deadpool and Wolverine and already have your tickets? I'm all ears as always down in the comments. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s here at the channel, and we're going to continue to do that until the PlayStation 5 Pro comes out, or we just switch over to the PlayStation 6. Some of you have asked. We, of course, are going to give away tickets to Deadpool and Wolverine when we get a little closer to a couple of weeks before that film comes out. All the same rules, though, will always apply for giveaways here at the channel. Super simple. All you got to do, be a subscriber, so hit the subscribe button. Then you also got to leave a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. The best way to keep up with the content will always be to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. Now, I also want to address one other thing here at the channel, because the giveaways, especially with the tickets, are going to start up a lot more frequently. Guys, please be safe and vigilant on YouTube or really any platform. They've left our channel alone for about a year now, but unfortunately have targeted some of my other friends' channels in different corners of YouTube. If you should ever get a comment from someone on a channel claiming to be that content creator, please remember that anybody can take anybody else's profile photo, pretend to be them, and this is a whole ruse or scam to get you to try to reach out on Telegram or WhatsApp. That's usually what their account name is, and then it's all to try to get you to pay for shipping for a prize that doesn't exist. Please remember, no YouTuber, no content creator will ever charge you for shipping if you've won a prize, and really, you should never give your information out on a third-party app like Telegram or WhatsApp. It's just not a safe thing to do. If you should get a comment like that on YouTube or any other platform, while you can notify the content creator, I assure you, especially when this was happening here, the content creators, we know it's happening and we're doing everything in our power as fast as we can to delete those comments. Trust me, guys, back when this was happening at the end of 2022, I was spending 2 hours a day, 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour at night, deleting the comments. The quickest way, the biggest way to help the community and the content creator, guys, is just to report the comment to YouTube. They are very swift about deleting that account, and then not only does that comment go away for you and anybody on the channel, but anywhere they've commented across YouTube, and while they do just create new accounts, YouTube has gotten much better about deleting them faster. So again, if you should ever get a spam comment claiming that you've won a prize, please remember, it might be a scam. To be safe and vigilant, and if it is, report that comment to YouTube. Guys, my name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.